Welcome back to Super Tuesday Recap. This is your host, Chris and Dpalm here, and we're back with Arrow. Weirdly timed Arrow episode comes back when the rest of the CW shows are not back. I don't know what that's about.
I need someone to get on. I need a master schedule for CW.
I don't know what the plan is because Arrow's not back. Arrow's not back this week. It's not back next week. I think Arrow's next week. I don't know what's going on anymore. Anyway, season 6, episode 16, the Thanatos Guild. Nyssa al Ghul returns to Star City to let Thea know the group of renegade League assassin members are planning to attack her. This is basically the goodbye Thea episode, goodbye Willa Holland episode, and I'm here for it. Like, I like how they did it. Like, they left room so that if Thea or Roy need to come back in later seasons, they can. But it also served.
It sets up like a possible antagonist because they're hunting the Lazarus pits. Of course, they're going to fall into trouble and need help. And
right,
yeah,
I mean, they set up 3 Lazarus pits. When we got to the end and we figured out what it was, and there was 3 Lazarus. I'm like, oh my god, they're literally leaving a back door for another. Like, this is great. You can let her go, do her own thing. You say goodbye to these 2 characters. It's a nice little thing, but you can also be like, let's keep the party going.
Also, they could bring back Merlyn now.
Oh, dude.
They gave him all these outs for Merlyn.
Bruh. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh, so Merlyn's coming back, right? So Malcolm Merlyn, John Barrowman's coming back, right? Because now, obviously, that's the whole thing, right? Oh yeah. Hey, I'm here for it all. I'm here for it all. So, yeah. I mean, it's. I know some people have been down on this season, but I like this episode. I really did. I mean, from Nyssa and Felicity getting spicy over the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, listen, that trolling was great. From husband, hey, my wife doesn't like you when you come. It's like, yeah, no, that's why. That's the fun of saying it. She called her a sister wife.
Yo, the sister wife thing. I was like, well, Felicity's about to get her ass kicked because she cannot keep her hands to herself after that one.
Yo.
I was very impressed. She kept her hands to herself. Did good.
I never kid unless it's about my marriage. The face Nyssa made at that moment when Felicity said that, just like stone face. Oh, listen, I love Katrina Law. Yeah, that's great.
It's one of those you can dish it out, but you can't take it.
Mm-hmm,
like,
mm-hmm.
I was like, oh wow, Nyssa, all right. Felicity, don't talk back.
Mm-hmm. Getting a little spicy.
I'll tell you what, man. I liked all the little things about this episode. I loved that stuff. I liked the Renee stuff. I even liked some of the Dinah stuff as a whole, and I liked what this episode served. I don't know why this episode didn't click for me.
You know what it is? Because it's almost like a bottle episode.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing. I mean, they had the stuff with, I guess, Vertigo and. The captain that we all know is dirty. And I think that's part of the problem. It's like, we know the captain's dirty, so them going, is she dirty or is she not dirty? Is she not?
She does. We know.
She's dirty. We know that she's dirty. I think that's the problem with it. It's one of those episodes where, like, again, if it was earlier in the season. So here's my thing. I love this episode bottled. If you think about the larger season going on, it's a detour. It's a detour, It does address some of the smaller things. Like we finally get Oliver addressing, well, we're really gonna get it next week, but addressing why he took the hood back on and didn't let Diggle keep it.
Okay, so that's I think that's one of my 2 major problems with the episode. I'll go to my smaller problem first. There is a push across many forms of multimedia, including Young Justice and the current Titans comic books. Actually, not so much the current ones, but the previous. Roy, I'm in a baseball cap. Now, I don't know if anyone else gives a damn. I don't know. But that's fucking super lazy. Like, it's not even like a branded cap. It's not like an Arsenal logo. Nope, it's just a random cap. Hey, CW.
Why did I know?
The comics are doing it. The cartoons are doing it. It seems like the cool, edgy thing to do. Stop it.
Why did I know you were going to have a problem with the goddamn... Hey, at least it wasn't red.
What? Why would you have a problem with it? This thing is fighting crime in the ball cap. They were like, hey, we're on the way to fight some crime. Where are you going? Gas station. Gotta get some smokes in the ball cap. The fuck?
To be fair.
It's not even a fitted. Lazy motherfucker.
To be fair, he wasn't trying to be in the game right now.
So he's fighting crime.
So he's wearing what he was wearing before.
With a cap.
Yes. Well,
you can grab a mask. I know they got spare masks.
Now, my only problem with this episode is we didn't get an unnecessary Roy flip. We got a necessary Roy flip. Did you see that shit?
Look,
it actually worked.
That's how I knew it was his last appearance for a while. I was like, that flip was completely called for.
Right.
We're done with Roy.
Right. It actually connected.
The next time the Roy's mentioned, it'll be like, Roy was killed hunting down the Lazarus pits. Off screen.
I'm like, wait a minute. This is not my Roy. My Roy doesn't do necessary flips. How is that flip connected? What is this? What is first the ball cap, now the necessary flips? It's like I don't even know you anymore, Roy.
Who is this? Whose Roy is this?
It's not my.
The second big problem I had was everyone acting like John is on equal footing with Oliver. Like this whole like, hey, but you did promise. Yeah, but he's not very good. Like all the motherfuckers, the five of them walk in that room, bow and arrow, bow and arrow, bow and arrow, bow and arrow, pistol. That's why you're not hiding the hood. Next question. Like I watched that fight. I watched Ollie fight three ninjas at once, flipping 2 over 1. It was beautiful. I then watched Diggle engage with one ninja, get stabbed in the back. This motherfucker. Look, it's fine. Maybe Diggle feels betrayed. Maybe he's in his feelings. This pretending that the two choices are equitable is horseshit. It's horseshit. I'm sorry.
Poor John Diggle. But you're right. No, I was watching that. I was watching that fight. I was like, wait, Oliver really did take on 4 members of the League Assassin by himself. Everybody else struggled. I'm like, that's the.
He finessed them. He whipped their asses.
Yeah, he really did. I'm like, that's the Exhibit
that's
A.
The queen difference.
Right. Exhibit A. That's the queen promise.
Why did you give the hood back? You see what just happened? They're stitching him up. We're talking. Next question.
Yo, because Oliver really did whoop somebody's ass, then turn around, spin around, pull out an arrow, and shoot the guy behind. I'm like, he's using arrows in close combat, yo. Like, close quarters combat.
Just because he can. He didn't have to. He chose to.
It's like that argument's like, well, what'd you do in a phone booth? Like, Oliver would pull out a bow and arrow and still kill you. Like, it's like, it doesn't matter if it's close combat. Like, he's that good. So, yeah, no, you're right.
And they had to make a modified crossbow from him. Look, I'm sorry. What do you want from me? Give me Roy in a ball cap before you give me Diggle.
I mean, Roy in the ball cap could probably shoot arrows. So
Roy's still nice.
Yeah, Roy still got it. Roy still got it. I mean, shit, he's been working on something. Like I said, he came up with that necessary flip.
I think he looked at all the tapes was like, none of these flips are called for.
Right.
I gotta let my flip out take to when they're absolutely necessary.
Right.
And he was right.
All right. Yeah, he pulled it out. Like I was just wait a minute. It worked. That was not my Roy, yo.
Not my Roy.
Not my Roy. I need at least one unnecessary flip. Because as a matter of fact, the last time he did a really unnecessary one was with Nyssa. He did an unnecessary flip off a car in front of her, and she didn't just knock him out.
With that dart, dude, it's the funniest gif on the internet.
Right. No, you're right. But here's the thing. Like I'm like I said, I think next week's episode is gonna be the one where this really bothers me. It didn't bother me too much this episode because again, it was still a small part of the overall episode. Next week is probably gonna really bother me.
No, they kept bringing it up. I was like, oh, we're gonna do this really?
Next week is gonna be really. You probably haven't. It's gonna be really bad.
This time I saw the preview.
Yeah. So that you know it's
that Diggle would hit all of it. Unless Diggle comes out of left field with a sucker punch, I'm sorry. This shouldn't be a fight.
I like how Diggle.
You know why it's a fight? Oliver's holding back.
Oh yeah, he's doing the Superman thing.
I don't want to fight you.
Right.
John, don't make me do this.
And John's going 100%. Yeah.
He's like Neo at the end of the Matrix, just looking at his other hand while he's blocking him.
Yeah. But I did like the conversation. So okay. Aside from the Diggle aspect of it, I did like the conversation that Thea and Oliver had about, yo, this is what completes me. Like, being the Green Arrow makes you feel complete. It is the missing part of you. You can't give it up because it is you. And I do think that that's a conversation that needed to be had, not to make, to explain it to Diggle, because Diggle should understand this, but for Oliver himself, that this is you. Like, you gave it up to be a father, but yeah, now your son's okay with this, and now you're okay with it. Like, that was the only thing that was holding you back was William. Mm-hmm. That was it. So now that he's okay with it, you have no other reason not to do it, and you love it. Like, so
that was your objection.
Yeah, embrace that shit. Embrace that shit. So, I like that, and then I like the fact that you turn this into the Thea as well, being like, listen, Malcolm Merlyn, being the bad guy he was, did die for me, and just like you had this, like, I like how it was Nyssa, Oliver, and Thea. When you think about it, all of them have father issues, right? Yeah. Robert Queen gave Oliver this mission. Nyssa is trying to right the wrongs of her father, and it's weird that Thea is kind of in between both, right? Because she's not really trying to right the wrongs of Malcolm Merlyn, but at the same time, she does feel some kind of connection because he wasn't a great father, but he did give his life for her. And
I think more than anything, she feels responsible.
Yeah. So, having this and seeing her go and seeing her make that decision at the end, it felt about right. Because, and you know what? If we never see her again, which, again, we know that's not going to be true.
Yeah.
But if we never see her again, it's still okay because what a fucking arc for Thea, Queen. I mean, this is a girl that when she first showed up, nobody liked. And then she became, honestly, she became the better version of Oliver in terms of emotional wise. Yeah. She went through all that stuff. She understood it, and she knocked, and she's embraced it, and down to the fact that she's now the one giving Oliver the wise advice. You forget that she's the younger sister and he's the older brother. She's giving you the advice, and he always points that out. It's like she knows. She was like, "Yo, you do need to talk to Diggle about this shit. You got to do this." And that, hey, listen, I have to make these choices myself, just like you did, and this is what you want to do, and this is what I want to do. So, yeah, I think that was I really enjoyed that. I think that I'm always gonna miss Willa on the show. I'll be glad when she comes back, but she's gonna be a miss voice because she was a really great character on this show. So,
but at the same time, I think you're right. I think it was time for her to go because we kind of reached the natural end of her arc.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Gone from this problem child to being who she is, and it's kind of like, well, where do you take the character from here? And the answer is, what's next?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. So I think that was a great way to do it. Leaves the door open, and or if you close it, I mean, either way works. So fine. We go back to Curtis. Oh, because you mentioned the whole thing with Renee. Yeah, Kurt's a better father than Renee.
Low bar, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, low bar, but yeah. I mean, mac and cheese every day. Come on, Kurt, you got to do better than that.
Way better.
And we do see the two teams kind of sort of working together. Well, I like the fact that Kurt's wanted to go to the party for Thea and wanted to crash. But I'm like, you made your choice, Curtis. So,
You had to hang out with Shitty Dad 101 and not very good at your job vigilante. So that's on you, Curtis. And when he's talking to her and made that joke, he's like, I keep forgetting you're not Felicity. You know what's up, Curtis?
You know you made a bad choice.
Your subconscious is yelling at you.
Yeah, you made a terrible, terrible choice.
You chose poorly.
Super poorly. And yeah. You gotta deal with it. So I like that Diggle knows Oliver knows that there's probably a higher problem and the rot in the government goes up higher than just the police chief, just the police officers. I think that I think that they could have done without the side plot with Curtis and Dinah. Now, I get why they had to put it in there narrative wise to kind of tie into a larger story. It just didn't really do much for me because
it was asking out a little buddy. Like that was the only thing I took positive from it.
Absolutely. So that's fine. Like that, I'm okay with, because it's time for Curtis to get back onto the horse and stuff like that. So it's good. That's good. But outside of that, the problem I have with it is it's everything we already knew. So it didn't really add anything to the plot because, okay, so now we know that Diaz is moving Vertigo. Okay, it's just another drug.
Right.
They figure out that
it does tie it back to kind of the core, like the history of Arrow a little bit, I guess.
No, yeah, that does too. Because it goes all the way back from when Vertigo was first being pumped in, and technically to Thea, if you think about it, because wasn't Thea being Thea was given Vertigo, so they were moving Vertigo in the club. So I mean, yeah, you got that there, but again, we already know that the police chief is dirty. So that didn't really do anything, and I guess. You kind of, I don't know. It's one of the things that I kind of wish that this show would, and it's the CW, so all their shows suffer from this. It's the whole thing. Well, actually, no, because Legend of Tomorrow doesn't do this. Listen, if we already fucking know, just get it out of the way at the front. Just be like, the police chief is dirty. We figured that out. Well, when did you figure it out? How did you figure it out? We don't need to know the details. We know the police chief has to be dirty.
That was time to figure out in the first 10 minutes. So it's not a Scooby-Doo goddamn mystery. Like, I think it's the groundskeeper. It can't be the groundskeeper. Unmasked the villain. It was the groundskeeper. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, let's.
Yeah. Because that's what they did. They went and got the drugs to find out. She's like, oh, I think she's dirty. All right, cool. Yeah, she's dirty. That's fine. Then they got the drugs. Like, well, it's not the same drug. So I guess she's clean. I'm like,
yeah.
then they come back and we see Dinah again. She's like, well, no, I found out that all the drugs were all the Vertigo drugs cases have been hidden. So, no, she is dirty. I'm like, so you guys just went from she's dirty to not dirty to she is dirty. You didn't move anything. Like, I feel like we did a lot of work to do nothing. It was just a lot of nothing. So, no, I'm with you on that one. I did not like that, but I'm always going to be here for Thea-centered episodes, and that's what this was. And that's what I focus on. Yeah, that's what I focus on. I focus on the idea that the Nyssa, the whole idea. Here's the thing. Athena's not dead. So we still have, like you said, I think that this could definitely feed into something because this show's going to be renewed for season 7. This might be feed into a season 7 arc or big bad or maybe just a side thing here. But if there's one thing narratively you can say about that this really was just a setup for something else, because nothing really got resolved. They kind of figured out that it was 3 different Lazarus pits, but that was it. And then Nyssa, Roy, and Thea go off. The guild is still around. It's still like nothing, like all that stuff's still there. So, like you said, I can definitely see if you're looking at this as a whole in the entirety of the season. It doesn't really add much because it is a super just it's just there. It's there to set up for something else. So, but again, I'm a sucker for Thea. So, what can I say?
Right.
Anything else you got to say about this?
No, I don't know if it speaks more to me not loving the main arc of the season, but I enjoyed this episode probably more than I have some of the Mythos episodes. But at the same time, like each individual part of the episode, I liked. I don't know if it came together the best way for me. I probably have to rewatch it, but yeah, I'm gonna miss Thea. I'm gonna miss Will Holland. I think you and I have both been outspoken supporters of her on the show and her work and her growth as an actress. And I am excited for the inevitable bring back, and that's always fun too. Got to see Roy Harper again. That's always fun. Got to see him in a ball cap. That's fucking stupid, but whatever. It is what it is.
Roy the ball cap. That's great. Oh man, I've got to find a picture of Roy in the ball cap now for the show.
Go to literally any Titans book or the first run of Red Hood and the Outlaws. He kept wearing the red hat, and
he has it in the Titans, doesn't he? In the Titans,
yes. He's wearing it backwards with sunglasses covering up his goddamn face. Who decided? Let's just go to the next thing. Shit.
Oh, guys, I love it. I love it. I love the little things that set Dpalm off. Anyway, folks, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you subscribe to Super Tuesday Recap. We put out a mailbag episode for March. That was put out on Friday. So if you haven't listened to it yet, because you're listening only on the main feed, you need to subscribe to Super Tuesday Recap, or go to the webpage mtrnetwork.net, and you'll see it there. Don't forget, you can still sign up to listen to Wolverine: The Long Night. Go to Stitcher.com/premium. Put the code in Tuesday, and you get a free month of Stitcher Premium. So go ahead and do that. And folks, we will be back soon. I think Arrow's back next week, so we'll be back for that. And there's Legend tomorrow. Arrow still on break. So until next time, folks, we are out of here. Peace.